Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Lily, are you online?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So we're live. We're live on YouTube right now. If you're already on our page and you've been waiting for this stream, we have to apologize for our tardiness. We had a few technical issues we had to sort out, but we're here now. So today's topic is waste or create. And we want it to be a really short webinar, but the whole idea for today's conversation is for us to basically think about what we have in our wardrobe, which is our clothes. Just have that be like a very conscious thing that we have about ourselves, so that we can take a stop account of the clothes that we own, why we buy those clothes, why we even keep those clothes, and what we can do with those clothes when, let's say, we worn them, or they've come to the end of their cycle, their life cycle. So we have some exciting people who will join us later on down the conversation. We're hoping they can join. Unfortunately, one of them has just let us know that they might not be able to come, but that's tentative. So we're still hoping that we can pull off some magic and have them come through. But before that, what we're going to do is we're going to have a workshop on using recycling our clothes to make face masks. We thought that it's really important that during this time, COVID-19, we do something to tackle it. And this is a project that one of the shapers has already been running, and we thought it would be good for her to present what she's been doing and basically educate us on what we can use some of our clothes for during a time like this. The other thing that we're going to do is that we're going to run through a simple project called the Clothing Mass Index. So the idea for the Clothing Mass Index is for us to be able to look at our wardrobe and be able to take a stock or account of the clothes that we own. Part of being conscious, our part as consumers, our part as people in the fashion, as people who consume fashion, is for us to be conscious about the things that we own and how we maintain and use them. So the Clothing Mass Index Guide is a worksheet that we will share. So we'll leave a link in the description below after we are done with the webinar. And then we will share that link with you. You can basically take a printer out. I'll probably just look at the table and draw one yourself, and it will basically help you to go through your wardrobe and take an account of it. So I will go through a slide that we have to explain how to go about that process and how to basically think about your wardrobe. And after I do that, Diana will come. Diana of the Global Shapers Accra Hub will come and join us. And yeah, we'll have a great conversation. Hopefully this will be really short so that we have a lot of time to basically think about what we said and then do something about it, really act on it. I hope you've all been participating in the Fashion Revolution Week. So the Global Shapers website, social media pages, we have a lot of images and campaign images have been put in our posters. So please go like it, share, subscribe, and then follow Fashion Revolution as well. Really want this week to be something that's imprinted in our mind so that every single year we can all come and be a part of it and basically help promote sustainable fashion in Ghana and Africa at large. So I look forward to today's conversation. I hope you're excited as well. If you have any comments, we are taking comments as well. Questions, comments, we would love to hear from you. If you're not able to put in comments right now and you're watching the conversation at a later date, our doors are always open. This is a conversation we enjoy having. And so you can always send us questions. We will send it to some of the speakers who come on board, or we'll answer them ourselves if we have the answers for you. So yeah, let's get going. I see Diana just joined the call. Diana, are you here? Hi, Diana. Hi, Diana. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, Diana. Right, great, you're here. Okay. So, so I've just introduced what we are doing today.
Okay.
Yeah, to the viewers, and yeah, would you want to take it? Are you ready for your presentation? Would you want to take it from here?
Okay, I'm not able to switch to video. So could you check that at the back end?
Let me do that for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Right. I think for now, I would have to, because we were Zoom bombed the other time, we become a little cautious, extra cautious. So what's happening on your end? Is it saying that it's not allowing a video?
Yes, I don't have the option to join via video.
You have an option to join via video.
So, yes.
Right.
So I'm going to leave and try to sign in again.
Okay. Yeah. In the meantime, can you do me a yes? So do that. Let's do that. Okay. Right. So then in the meantime, I'll start with the CMI. Then we can get that going whilst Diana sorts out the video connection. Okay, so this is the CMI that we were speaking about. Right. So just as a brief, the CMI is a student developed project. It was the idea for the CMI was, as I said, was for consumers to be able to take a stop or be conscious about the clothes that they own and be active in those decisions, right? You realize that sometimes you look in your wardrobe and there's stuff that you haven't worn for a really long time, or probably stuff that you don't like. And it's probably because maybe it was gifted to you, or you've outgrown those clothes, or your style has just changed, you know, and so, you know, it's there. You know how sometimes you can look in your wardrobe and you're wondering, you know, you still feel like there's nothing for you to wear. So this is one of the ways for us to be conscious about the clothes that we have and basically take a good stock of them so you can fall in love with the clothes and be active and be conscious about how you use them and wear them. So we will send all of this, we'll put this in the description below so all of you can take a look at it and go into details, right? So the PDF that we'll send, right, it's basically like this. So for instance, you have your shirts, you have your tops, shirts and tops, you have your jeans and trousers, and then you have your jumpers, your dresses and skirts, blazers and jackets, all of those things. And then you have different columns. So in the columns, you have your new, you have your secondhand. Over here, for instance, you have your gifted. Then you have like a total tally of all of these things. So for instance, if you've drawn this table and you have like a shirt column, this is a total tally of all the shirts and tops that you have. Those that were gifted to you, those that are secondhand, and those are new, right? You have jeans and trousers. This is a total tally of everything that you have. And then you have a section or column here that says this is on one, or this is mended as well. So after you've done the tally, there's a section over here that allows you to reflect on what you've discovered. And I'm sure, I mean, I had to do this myself. And for me, it was really eye-opening as to some of the things that I haven't used. And some of the things that basically, you know, I've always been sort of pushing for that special day I'm going to wear that has never, come. And so this is a space which allows you to reflect on what you've noticed in your wardrobe. So this section just shows that the category of things that you potentially have, right? So how does it work? Like we said, categorize, count, reflect, right? So these are the columns that you put in. You count it. So the process basically is easy. So 7 steps, like I've just already said briefly. This is more detailed, right? So your pencil and paper, you sort out your items, you count, reflect, you tidy up, and then you share your story. Oh, so yeah, so there's a link that we'll share where you can post the hashtag mass index, and then you can basically join a campaign. What we're trying to do is we just want to basically see a community of people who are thinking about the things in their wardrobe. So if you decide to find a tally and you want to share with us that you're taking stock of your wardrobe and this is what you discovered, please use the hashtag, please use the hashtag closet mass index, and and just join the campaign, right? Join the campaign. So in the reflection column over here, one of the things that helps to think about what you have is, for instance, says like, which of your items is the newest, which one is the eldest, when were they bought or made, which one is the dearest, so which item do you hold really close to your heart. Sometimes it's a conflict because some of the items you hold close to your heart are items that you probably don't want to wear again. So for instance, you have like an engagement. Well, in Africa, you have to bring this out context, right? So in Africa, we hardly wear our engagement, clothes again, especially for the ladies, right? And I think for the guys as well, like your wedding gown, probably won't wear that again. It's really dear to you, but it's hanging in your closet, literally collecting dust, right? Yes. So how many were made locally? So how many were made locally in your continent or overseas? Where do you get most of your clothes from? What changes do you want to see in 2 years' time? So as you're reflecting about your wardrobe, as you're thinking of making more conscious decisions in your buying, what kind of changes would you want to see? Would you want to buy things that are more multi-purpose so you can use them in different settings and you can use them for longer? Would you want to buy clothes or items that are more quality and durable so that they can last longer and you don't have to replace them as quickly? Or not even replace them, but sometimes they're just there in the back burner in your wardrobe and you're just buying new clothes and stocking up and piling up your wardrobe, right? So would you want to buy more quality clothes that can last you for a longer period of time? And which materials do you prefer as well? So you're looking at your wardrobe and you're figuring, okay, what clothes are you more prone to wear, right? So are you doing the more cottons? Are you doing are you doing more fabrics that are light on your skin, are more comfortable to wear, can breathe easier, etc. Right. So what do you do next after you've taken stock and you reflected on the clothes in your wardrobe? What is the next step for you? You want to probably take a look at the number of unworn items that you have. And if you're surprised by them, what can you do? Are these clothes that you can give away? Are these clothes that you can do a swap for as an event? Are these even clothes that you can sell and make some money from, right? Also, if you have some clothes that probably are worn, that can't fit in the category of selling or swapping, are these clothes that you can probably do something new with, right? So one of the things we spoke about on the 22nd was, can you convert some of the old clothes, some of the fabrics to like a purse or a pouch? Is this something that you can give back to another brand and say, okay, instead of throwing this shirt away or throwing this pair of jeans away, can you make a backpack with it for me? Or can you make a little, how do you call it, like a fanny pack? That's what it's called, right? Like a little fanny pack that you can use in the meantime. Or are these things that you can mend, right? So that's one of the things that we also promote. Is this something that you can mend and extend the lifestyle and extend the lifespan of the clothing? So some of the archetypes of, like I've just discussed, so mending, tailoring, or clothes swap or clothing swap, right? So in the brief, this is it. This is what the closet mass index is. we would love to hear from you what you think about it. It's something that the Shaper committee is promoting this year because they partnered with us for the Future of Fashion event. We hope that if you have any thoughts about it, first of all, is it realistic over here? Is this something that we can actively do? And what are some of the challenges you face in taking stock of your wardrobe? Yeah, it's an ongoing conversation. We would really love to hear from you. If you have questions about it right now, please post on the YouTube page and we will get back to you on it as well. I'd like to briefly check if Diana, Edna, are you still here? Okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here. So Diana is joining in a bit, so she can start her session too. And thank you for this. Actually, it's been eye-opening. On the closest mass index. I hope anybody who joins in now can ask the questions on the channel, and will prompt you to respond to them.
Okay. Right, great. Is Diana, Diana, are you here? Hi, Diana. I think Diana is still having challenges with the audio.
Are you able to check and see if she can speak?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, here, Diana. Oh, I see. Yes. I see Nanaya. Nanaya is also here. Hi, Nanaya. Hello. Man, today's testing all my IT skills. I think her chat is muted, so let me just unmute that. Let me just do that for Nanaya.
Well, I think the conversation we are having today is very crucial to our goal of secular fashion, as much as, you know, the overall goal of achieving environmental sustainability in the future. And for us as individuals, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please share.
Okay. So for us as individuals and Africans, I think we are at, you know, I think we are at a vantage point to, you know, pushing or leveraging our own systems to achieving secular fashion. So for most of us, I think I'll be quite surprised if some of us or most of us have not been given hand-me-downs from our elder siblings, you know.
Yes.
When your big brother or your big sister feels she can no longer wear a particular clothing piece, and so, but you like it, and because you are related to her, it makes sense to, you know, use those things. And in those ways, even though they have not been like intentional decisions to say that you are practicing secular fashion or you're trying to reduce waste as much as possible, that in itself is secular fashion. And it is up to us to continue such decisions, such givings and such initiatives to promote it. But now we have to attach more intentionality to it. So for me, one of the reasons I learned to sew was because I grew up in a family. I have 3 sisters, and 2 of them are older. And my younger sister, I'm the same size as her. So it means that a lot of the same clothes go around, but you can't tell whose really it is, especially from my elder sisters. So they're the ones who buy lots of clothes because they don't have anyone to hand it down to them. So they buy a lot of clothes. They don't use all of them. And it is because of that backlog of clothes we had that I decided to learn how to sew so that I could repurpose them. I've made a lot of things from the akaba and slits, especially with the slits, because mostly the way slits are sewn, once you take it out, it's not really cut through. It's full-flown fabrics, 2 yards, 3 yards of fabric that have not been, you know, detached in any way.
Exactly.
And you can make dresses out of them, you can make curtains, you can make bed sheets, you can make coverings out of them. You can decide to, there's so many options open to, repurposing clothes. And you don't have to necessarily know how to sew. If you do, it's a huge plus because it saves you a lot of money. And then you are able to directly control the creativity that goes into repurposing clothes. But even with that, you can still get in local parlance, we say an idea. There are people who walk around our neighborhoods who are sewing or mending clothes. You can just ask one person to come, every Saturday, and you have 5 pieces of clothes. You work with a person to change or repurpose them. You pay them something. That's in itself is dignified work, and it's a win-win both sides. And those are the ways we can practically begin the discussion on intentionally, circular, making fashion circular. Especially in these times where we have the influx of nose masks all over the place. For me personally, I really champion people making their own mask as against buying masks, because the way COVID-19 is, even if you have it, you don't know. That's so true. If you are even like a sewist or a tailor and you have it, you don't know, but you're making masks and you're selling them, that's a dangerous thing. So it is now like a decision to take for yourself to make your own mask as much as possible. If you can't and you still have to buy it, when you buy it, you can, wash it before using it, wash it, dry it in the hot sun, iron it before you use it. But if you can make them, you can just go to your wardrobe, there are old fabrics, even old t-shirts, cotton t-shirts. You can repurpose them into making nose masks, and then can even share them with your neighborhood, with your neighbors or with people in your neighborhood. That's actually the project I'm running now. And we have people from West Africa who joined my free online workshop. And we are teaching people how to make nose masks using the things they have at home. So there are some who have sewing machines at home, they've never touched it, they don't know how to use it. The others who just have there are people who have needles and thread. They're just working around what they have at home, particularly in countries where they are still on lockdown. And they take the class, it's step by step, and they take the class, finish off with their mask, show us pictures, and I am pretty impressed with the kind of work they do. We have one student in Liberia who has made 18 masks and sharing it to her neighbors. And she's a medical student. She's a medical student. So as much as she's telling people to stay safe, to wash their hands, she's sharing the masks and telling them, before you use them, wash them, dry them, iron them, use them. And, it becomes a point of conversation to champion the cause against COVID-19. There are people that, people who don't have any sewing experience, but because of that one decision to make masks, they are changing, the likelihoods of their neighbors getting the disease as much as possible. And that is what we really want to champion as we are repurposing our clothes. You can use your clothes, you don't have to buy new fabric, you don't have to buy new, anything. Use what you have at home. You have a pair of scissors at home, you have thread at home, you have, just try, and that's the beauty of it. Like, using what you have at home is a great starting point to even testing your creative side or creativity, or your inclination to starting off, this secular fashion idea. So it becomes a point of testing it and say, oh, if I can make a nose mask, then maybe I can make a hair bonnet. Oh, if I can make a hair bonnet, oh, I can make a pouch. It begins from there, and you'll be amazed what doors of, creativity you are opening to yourself. So I really, really am enjoying the presentation you made, and I'm really looking forward to people using this particular conversation to join the course to making masks for themselves using what they have at home. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So where are you showing all of this? Is it available on your face?
Yes,
Where
so
can
we
we,
are
how
on
can we
Instagram.
join?
Okay, so the online classes go on Facebook because most people are on Facebook, I would like to believe.
Okay.
So we have a link, you register. So the registration is just for us to understand where you are located, because there are some people who might live around you but might not know that you are making masks for distribution. So we take those basic information and then we add you to the Facebook group, and then we track your progress. We post videos of the mask making process. You see progress from people, you see updates from other people, and then we are able to know where each person is located. So we are on Instagram. On Instagram, we are at Tonui_sewing lessons. Tonui is TORNUI_sewing lessons. On Facebook, we are Tonui official. It's TORNUI, again, Tonui official. And once you follow us or join the class, for me, I am particularly very big on pushing the precautions and guidelines from the FDA and the World Health Organization, because
I don't want to cut you in, but I think that's super important, because I realized that's what's been missing with a lot of face masks I've seen going around. I enjoy what Naobe has done with her face mask. She's had the instructions printed on the side, right, on the front.
Yes.
So when you take the face mask, basically you see all the precautions that you have to take in order to use a mask and use it effectively.
Yeah. So people like now are what we are trying to, find in various communities across Ghana and across West Africa. So people who are adhering to the guidelines, who are using the approved patterns, who are sewing it in strict hygienic conditions and are willing to donate them. Because it's not just for the donation's sake, or it's not just for the making of masks sake, but because it's a health issue, it has to be done right. And so the workshop helps us see how it is, how people are making progress, so it means that once we are able to understand which people are making the mask, sharing feedback, we know that, okay, these are people we can actually tell others about. So it's very important that there are tons and tons of videos, there are tons and tons of information out there about how to make the mask, but it's important that you follow the ones that have been approved by the FDA for us in Ghana and then the World Health Organization. Because well, there's also the fashion side to it. I mean, I am always, rooting for the African economy to grow in any way possible, especially with fashion. So the fashion side with the colors, our wax print, I love it because, well, of course, that's what we have. So we have to flaunt it. But then there have been, updates, I believe, from some of the textile companies saying that, well, in as much as we want to really look stylish with the mask, it's not good to breathe in the chemicals they use on the mask directly. So it means that when you're making the mask, the outer side where people can see can be the fabric, but the inner side where you are going to, cover your nose and mouth with should be lined with plain material so that you are not in direct contact with the chemicals and the fabric. And I must add that the mask has to be like 3 layered and not 2.
Okay.
It has to be 3 layered. Yeah. So even if people claim, oh, when it's 3, they can't breathe, they can't do all that, please tell them that. Myself, when I made the mask using the approved pattern, I was like, my goodness, how are people going to breathe in this? But you have to, you have to like adjust yourself. I mean, no business is the same in these times.
Yeah,
we've all had to adjust. Yes, we've all had to adjust. So this is part of the adjustment. When you wear it, try to familiarize yourself with how to breathe in it comfortably. And I think if you feel uncomfortable, that makes more reason why you shouldn't go out. You should try and stay home, because once you are out, you have to use the mask. And once you're at home, you don't need to. So if you don't want to use a mask outside, it's good to stay home. But if you so really must go out, please use the mask, and try to keep, stock of 2 or 3 masks with you, so that you always have a fresh stock of, the mask. You don't have to use the same mask for a long time, especially in the day. So those are some of the conversations we really want to have. And it's important we're using things we already have, because I personally don't want to create another. I don't want to create another demand for new stock of fabrics to be made for us to make masks when there are backlogs of clothes that we are not wearing. I think it's counterintuitive.
Okay. I just want to ask. So we're having someone check out the video, the issue with the video. So there are 2 options that we have, because Anaya Sawa is here, and I really, really want to see her presentation with her work. There are 2 options. We're going to try to see if the video can come back on for you guys, or we'll have to end this session and start another session. Basically, jumpstart that with Anaya Sawa's presentation. So can you check if your videos can come back on right now?
That's Nanaya, yes?
Yes, so Nanaya is with us.
Okay.
Is your video active now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Nana. How are you doing?
Oh, okay, great. All right, let me see, hold on. So I have the front camera in the background, so I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna, okay. I just downloaded this on my phone. I think it's, so it says I cannot start the video because it's disabled. I think you have to disable it on your end.
Okay. So basically what we'll do is that we'll end this session, and then we will uncheck a few things. I have someone who's helping us sort this thing out. So then we'll start another session, and then we'll invite you to join.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know.
All right, great. But you're ready with the presentation?
Yeah. I mean, I have the, I'm sorry?
How did your demo go? Did the demo go right? Well, you had a
the demo is about, the demo's gonna start, because that's why I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
this is the first run of it, besides like me just working on it, and like I've been playing with it like all morning and like making a few tweaks. So we're just gonna give this a go and like.
All right. I'm excited. All right. So we'll start another stream, and then we'll invite you. If you're watching YouTube right now, to all our participants, please bear with us. Sometimes we have these challenges. We'll sort it out quickly, and we can't wait to have you back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me know when you want me to jump in. And I don't really have like much of, I mean, if you have questions, that would be really, really helpful, because I don't really even know where to start with it. So I don't really, yeah.
No problem. We will share. We will pepper you with questions. You
Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right. Okay.
All right. Bye.